You are beautiful in every single way. No words can bring you down. I just received that downloaded song a little bit ago, and it definitely called me to my cards here, and it's definitely a collective message, okay? As I was getting everything set up here for the reading today, I saw the Empress with the Two of Swords here, okay? And our Empress energy, our feminine nature here, right? Our intuition, our empathy, our compassion, our self-love here, okay? Many of you may feel that you're at a stagnant space in this regard, okay? So I am here to remind you, you are beautiful in every single way. To reconnect with yourself, okay? To come back to beauty, devotion, to recognizing your inner worth, your value, your power here, okay? Very, very important message in regards to that, okay? So let's get right into it. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Angela. I'm an intuitive healer, channel, and energy reader. And it is my purpose here to bring the unconscious to the conscious, to help people awaken to their true divinity here, okay? So, my beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, the highest white light, and decree only my beautiful higher self will come and tell my beautiful viewer about this downloaded song. You are so beautiful. I'm hearing beauty and devotion here, okay? I'm seeing pink roses, all right? And it's really like this self-love energy. Many of you have been experiencing things that have been making you feel a little less than, okay? And 144 my timestamp. And how I'm receiving this energy is this is coming up for you guys to learn from it, to recognize your value here, to recognize who you are, okay? Because these things are happening to show you that it is up to you, your personal perseverance here, okay? On another layer of energy, many of you may feel blocked from your own inner beauty. This is kind of that same resonant energy with the Two of Swords that I saw, you know, really kind of, you know, having strong boundaries and you know, making sure that things, people, places, you know, situations in your life aren't going to hurt you, right? So you're really like on the defense right now, okay? And you're being asked to let down your guard. Start coming into this innate Empress energy that we all hold, male or female, to, excuse me, confirmation burp, to truly tap in to your divine feminine nature here, okay? So let's go ahead and get some details here about how you're going to be experiencing this push towards inner devotion and beauty. Let's go ahead and give my viewers some good, look at this is truth, this is clarity, this is time for a massive breakthrough. This is Archangel Michael showing up. Thank you so much for your presence here, okay? He's really saying it's time to stand in our power. It's time to, I'm being here, cutthroat, okay? If there are any person, places, things that are making you feel unworthy, less than, take an honest look here. How can you cut through the veil, through this illusion that is being created right in front of you here, okay? Yeah, because you have the ability to turn this around. This is having it's like an imagery of the best here, okay? But it's up to you to cut through everything, every person, everything that somebody says. It's not up to you to hold it. It's up to you to create wish fulfillments from this. Success and abundance, feelings of worthiness here, okay? Look at feelings of strength and courage and bravery to stand in your power here, okay? You are beautiful, no matter what they say. You know, and that was a very, very big hump that I personally had to get over in life, where I would take on the judgments and opinions of all of the people around me, my friends, my loved ones, right? And if they ever said anything that made me feel invalidated, I would take it on as my own. We have to remember that everything in this life in some way is a reflection, okay? It could be a reflection of other people, right? We've all heard the term misery needs company, right? Somebody is going to put somebody else down to bring them down because that's where they're at vibrationally, okay? happy people get very triggered by happy people. We have to remember these types of things here when we're dealing one-on-one, where we're being faced with adversity, where our strength and our willpower is being tested. Okay, again, this is some sort of offer to you to be able to see. Okay, we have 2 aces coming out here, alone. All right. Ooh, we have some love, some partnerships. This is 222, like-minded people. So take it how it resonates. This could be your friends. This could be your colleagues, your loved ones, right? That is allowing you to view yourself in a different light than who you are. Okay. But again, this is being offered to you to learn this here, to learn your worth, your value, to speak your truth, okay? To begin setting a solid foundation in your life for you, your courage, your bravery to stand up, set strong boundaries with those who are going out of their way to put you down, okay? You're learning a big lesson on willpower at this time, okay? In what ways can you set firm boundaries to, 1, not let other people take advantage of you, and 2, to not let what other people say affect you in that way, okay? This is all about gaining our inner strength, right? Our inner power, our self-love. Okay, that's why this pink rose is here. That's why this beauty, this devotion is here with us, because it's time to come to this so you can stand back in your true self, your authenticity here, okay? So you can celebrate the people in your life, not feel like you are being dreaded by the people that you're surrounded by, okay? What kind of lesson is this? Yeah, a lesson to really trust your intuition. Look at another ace showing up. Massive, massive new beginnings trying to be created here in your reality. 111 on my timestamp as I said that, okay? Trust what is coming to you at this time, okay? Trust that inner knowing of how you are going about these certain said situations, okay? So again, if there are people or things in your life that are making you feel less than, what is your intuition telling you about it? Is your intuition saying, wait, that doesn't sound like me, right? That doesn't feel like I should internalize it, right? This is also telling me that a lot of the things that we end up picking up in life from other people or situations sometimes isn't actually directly directed at us, okay? And especially if you're an empath here, okay, you're going to pick up on other people's energies. You're going to pick up on other people's maybe even thoughts, the energy that they send your way, okay? And this is something that I've actually learned and began to, decipher within my own energy field, because sometimes I'll just get like hit with like waves of emotion and I'll just kind of like stop in my tracks and I'm like, this is not mine, and immediately send it out of my energy field. I don't know if you saw that orb, okay? We have to start learning to trust what's happening around us, okay? People or situations don't physically have to be right in front of us for them to trigger us, okay? For energy, there's always an energy exchange here in life. Okay, very important to remember here, because the High Priestess is coming up, that the things that we can't see can still affect us here, okay? But it's up to us to take a hold of our power, right? There's so much aces here. There's so much breakthrough and new beginnings trying to happen. I think that as these situations are occurring in your reality at this time, is to really show you your power, to have you step up for yourself here, okay? Because on the other energy of the High Priestess here, there could be a lot of secrets in your life. Maybe that's something that's holding you back. Maybe you feel that people are judging you behind your back. That is not your place. Okay, first of all, that is not your place to be worrying about what other people are thinking, saying, feeling, okay? All that's doing is dragging you down. You're giving away your personal power to other situations and people. Yeah, you are giving your power away, okay? But again, this is this energy of you're being offered something. This is a major, major test for many of you guys. Can we clarify what this test is about, my beautiful spirit team, please, for my beautiful viewer? What are they being tested on right now? How you guys can create new ways of living, new ways of being. Because you're being guided down new paths here, all right? Yep, the angels and the emperor. You're being guided down a path to heal, to alchemize your life, to stand in your power, okay? To become authoritative in your life, to stand your ground here, okay? So, you know, when I was getting ready for this energy read, I saw the Empress, and now we have the Emperor coming out. This is balancing our inner feminine and masculine energies, right? This is about learning to decipher what is ours, what isn't, okay? What we can see and what we can't see. 101 on my clock here, okay? That mirroring numbers. We need to start reflecting. We need to start mirroring everything that's happening to us in our life and begin balancing here. Have one foot on land and have one foot within our intuition, within our emotions here, to really start understanding what true alchemy is in life, to release what we know is not ours, to let go of the judgments, the opinions of other people that are not serving us, that are taking us out of our power. We all need to start taking the lead in our lives. And I always include myself in these collective messages. I always take it how it resonates, of course, for myself. But on a collective level here, we are all always being guided to step into our own here. Okay? But we have a lot of angelic presence. You have a lot of angels guiding you here. This is a test of your faith. This is a test of your ability to balance the divine with the earthly plane. This is a test to see if you are ready to embark on a new journey in your life. You have massive new beginnings here, but you are being tested right now. We're going to throw some stuff at you. How are you going to handle it? How are you going to step up for yourself? How are you going to stand your ground? And how are you going to release and alchemize and heal from it? Okay? So I think that is actually very, very beautiful energy. That's a beautiful lesson to learn here, to be able to begin deciphering what is ours, what isn't, and how to truly learn to alchemize and rid of energy and you know, anything that comes our way that we know is not ours, that we should not be holding on to, that we should not be hanging on to here. Okay? Yeah, see, there's the stopped energy. This is the resting, the contemplating, the rejuvenation card. This is the hanging out upside down, just kind of like stuck, right? This could, on a layer of energy, tell us that we've all been hanging out in our unhealed, you know, aspects of our masculine energy here as well. But this is also showing me that this is a test for you to become enlightened. Are you going to surrender to the situations that are happening right now so you can gain this clarity? Okay, this is clarity, this is enlightenment, this is awakening. Okay, you are being tested to be spiritually upgraded and awakened at this time. Many of you are already awakening here, okay, but now it's a reminder, you are beautiful inside and out. Okay, this 3D world, this 3D reality has made the physical, the outward appearance, the most important here, okay? The divine is bringing you back to the truth of the matter here, okay? The truth of who you are on the inside as a divine being, and that is important here. That is the most important. That is beauty. That is devotion. That is love. The frequency of love is the highest vibration that we can ever experience in this entire universe. It is what keeps everything in motion and keeps everything going. And that's why at this time, Earth is being activated and ascending to that vibration, because if we take a look at this world, we aren't at the frequency of love, are we? Many people are going through it. There's a mass awakenings right now. Massive awakenings here, okay? I'm getting a little bit of head pressure. Many of you are going through these exact awakenings at this time. You're having a lot of headaches. Maybe you're feeling like a lot of pressure in your crown, maybe even into your temples, maybe feeling it all in your sinuses. This is a third eye opening here. Okay, pay attention to these signs and syncs that you're going to get. You may even have flu-like symptoms. You feel like you're coming down with a cold. You may literally feel like you just want to rest and lay down and take a break, okay? That is the divine slowing you down. We need to start integrating this new high vibrational energy that you are receiving. And in the meantime, you are also being tested. How are you going to succumb to these situations that are unfolding in your life? And let's see if you're ready to really, really allow this divine energy into your life, okay? And this may be coming off as if the divine is judging you, and in the nicest way, that's not how the universe works. They are going to test your limits. Are you ready? Because when we begin spiritually awakening, when we begin raising our vibration, when we begin receiving clarity, when we begin acknowledging our divinity, it comes with a toll, and in the best way. You have to be ready and willing to sacrifice things in your life, certain people, places, things, ways of living, ways of thinking, to be able to allow divine flow in your life. You are being tested. Are you ready? Can you handle this? Because there is going to be massive, massive, massive changes, new beginnings coming into your world. Are you going to be able to continue going through these awakenings as we continue raising your vibration? So every time before you, at least in my personal experience, every time before it's 106 and then 61 on my battery, okay? There's just mirroring numbers here. You're seeing those a lot, okay? But what has happened to me in my own personal experiences is like I will go through the trigger moments, right? I will have the tower moments, the upheaval, right? And then depending on how I work through it, how I react to it or respond to it or work through it, right? Break down the programming, and then I'm lifted up. I feel that energetic shift, okay? And then what's going to happen here is how the divine works is they will continue to test you and test you and test you until you see it, until you learn. Then you get risen, right? So what's going to happen here is you may ask yourself, or you may say, for instance, the same thing happens to me over and over and over again. It's the divine stepping in and saying, we are showing you the lesson you need to learn, but you are not learning it. You're not seeing the truth. You're not seeing through the illusion. You're not breaking it down and freeing yourself from it. You're not healing from it. So we're going to get the same things over and over and over again until we see it. That's exactly how this all works, okay? So that's why, once you kind of, really break through this type of energy and understanding how the universe works and is guiding you, okay, it becomes easier to see. As soon as a tower moment happens, or if it happens, maybe it needs to happen a couple, 2, 3, 4 times. By that third or fourth time, you're like, okay, light bulb, I see it. Okay, how do we fix it, right? And then you begin to transition in that way where you are very open to changes and sacrificing and diving into yourself to heal and learn. And then poof, you fly higher. Okay, so beautiful message so far. For some reason, I put the Emperor in reverse away from all of these cards. Okay, so again, this is just reiterating, societally, we're in the ego. Societally, we are stuck in old ways of thinking and living that are not serving us. Okay, look at bottom of the deck. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Exactly in line with everything that we started with, right? Beautiful souls, where you may be in certain situations, circumstances, people, places, or things are making you feel less than. Call your power back to you. It's time to start protecting yourself. It's time to start calling back yourself, coming home to yourself, protecting yourself. You are very protected. We are all protected divinely, okay? Many of you are being called to do a cord cutting ritual here, okay? And with cord cutting, we collect cords throughout our life, right? Our loved ones, traumatic experiences, anything that we're holding on to, people, places, things, situations, right? And this can actually even, stem from past lives as well. I actually just went through a major past life thing, and it's funny because I always used to joke around when I was a lot younger. I've always been obsessed with Titanic, and I always used to jokingly say, I died on Titanic, so it was maybe like a month ago, and I felt really, really drawn to watch the movie, right? And during the movie, I'm just like crying. Like, I've seen this movie hundreds of times. It's my favorite movie. Like, I'll just turn it on randomly, sometimes a couple times a year, just because I enjoy the movie. Like, I like it. Like, it felt like familiar to me. So I would watch the movie quite often in life, you know? So long story short, I, you know, kind of tapped in with my spirit team when I was watching it the last time, you know, like about a month ago. And I was like, what's going on? Why is this? You know, and they didn't really tell me too much, but they were kind of bringing up this energy of me, having pain from that 111 on my clock as I'm speaking about this. Okay. So they are basically showing me that I was holding on to fears from that life. I did die on Titanic. I had lost a loved one. It was my significant other. The way that they had showed me, and kind of like I channeled it out, was I had got separated from my person while the ship was going down. We both passed away, but separately. So in that life, I felt alone. I died alone. I blamed Mother Nature for taking my life. I've always had a fear of drowning. That's a big fear that I have with my children. I've noticed it's dissipated since I cut this cord with this past life. I've forgiven this accident in my life, and it set me free in a different realm of my being here. It called back my soul from that time. And although that may seem a little off topic here, okay, it's always all relevant, okay, you guys. You may have underlying fears. You don't even know why you have that fear, right? I've always been afraid of drowning, especially my kids, okay? It's just like this massive fear that I've always had in life. And it was from that, right? And so in my life today, after learning this, like I remember, like, you know, kind of, you know, speaking with my team and getting more details on it, and literally crying. Like, I was crying tears of pain and sorrow that were not even connected to this life, you guys. I was releasing pain from a different lifetime. Okay, it's real. It happens. You have to be willing and able to take an honest look at everything that you are feeling all the time. Okay, why would I be brought back to Titanic all of a sudden? I've always loved that movie. I'll probably love it for the rest of my life, but I loved it so much because I resonated there. Okay, on a soul level, instinctually, I was being drawn back to Titanic for as long as I can remember, since that movie came out, and it never left me because my soul recognized it. My soul needed to heal from it, okay? And it was funny because when I was doing that, I was like, why would I blame Mother Earth? I blamed Mother Earth for taking my life. She took my life. That's how I saw it, you know? Very interesting how cell memory works, you know? Super cool. But let's get a closing message here for you guys. If you are resonating with this message, enjoying this message, resonating with my energy, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel here. I'm always recording and uploading pretty regularly, and, you know, just always channeling what I feel the divine wants to share with the collective, and what we need to know, what energy is resonating celestially, maybe specific messages. I have archangels, gods, goddesses, higher deities that are always connecting with me and you know, prompting me to share specific things. Okay, so also, if you're interested in booking your own personal reading, all of that information is in the description box below. You can visit my website and book through there. Okay, so Starseed, what lights you up? Okay, many of you, again, are being awakened. You're being tested. Can you wake up? Can you start calling your power back to you and recognize who you are on a divine soul level? Many of you, I'm hearing Arcturians, okay? There's many types of different starseeds here, okay? I'm a Pleiadian. When I did a reading for my sister recently, she is a Lumerian. Okay, so there's all different types of starseeds. If that resonates with you, look it up. Start doing some research on that, because each starseed system, star system, has their own characteristics and attributes that they bring into this life to align and help heal and activate, and, you know, have certain things that they have been placed here to do. So, you know, me being a Pleiadian starseed, I'm a naturally gifted healer. Okay, I'm an energy healer. That's just as plain and simple as I can put it. Okay, and all Pleiadians are. They're master healers. Okay, so just kind of, you know, if you feel that on an instinctual level right now, pay attention to that. Okay, so my beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, the highest white light and decree only, what can we tell my beautiful viewer as a closing message here with beauty, devotion? Look at the age of light. You are here, you are being awakened right now. Okay, you're being awakened. It says you've been training for this for lifetimes, as I started blabbing on about past lives, right? Okay, it's all relevant. Okay, you are being awoken right now. And it's so funny, as I was talking about Pleiadians, here's Pleiades. Okay, many of you are also fellow Pleiadians. Okay, it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity to heal, to raise collective consciousness. As more people awaken, more people awaken. That's how it works. We're all collectively here. The more people that live in fear, the more people that live in fear, right? We are all collectively exchanging energy here all the time. You are meant to wake up, to begin coming into your own divinity. And it's just backing up what I'm saying. You're being heavily tested right now. Are you ready to come home to your true origins? Are you ready to wake up to your true divinity, who you are, the path that you set out for yourself? Your destined mission and purpose here in this life is to create light, is to uplift humanity, is to create change here. Okay, so first step is, are you willing to be devoted to yourself? Are you willing to come home to yourself, stand in your truth, stand in your power, be able and willing to heal and look at things honestly? Because if you are destined to be this in this life, that needs to be your foundation. You need to be a foundation of light to be able to lift others to the light, right? Look at, you're birthing a new age. This is all new beginnings. We have 3 aces, as I was saying from the very beginning. This is all new energy coming in for you guys. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, okay? This is collectively, the divine is waking up the people that need to be woken up right now, okay? You are really being guided. You are going to be tested on certain things in your life over and over again, okay? Because once you pass that one first test, that one lesson, that one major lesson is learned, whew, you're catapulted, okay? And it doesn't stop from there. Then you're going to continue to do, ba-doop, ba-doop. Are you willing to keep going, to birth this new age for yourself, collectively, okay? Okay, you are a priestess and a mirror, okay? So I did, you know, touch on the subject here, as well as everything being a reflection, right? So you are experiencing things right now that are being mirrored to you. Everything that's happening to you right now to wake you up, to call you back to yourself, is things that you need to mirror back, okay? So, you know, my little analogy of my past life situation, like I mentioned, like I would always joke about dying on Titanic, but it was actually real, right? And then it was being shown to me very prominently because I needed to look at it. How can I mirror it back to myself, right? How can I start looking at these fears? You know, how can I start looking at the real things that are happening to me in my reality that are trying to show me something I need to look at? Okay? Who or what is triggering you? How are you being triggered? Who's making you feel triggered? Who's taking away your power, your worthiness, your value? Who's making you feel less than? And how are you being called to step up and lead? Okay, you're being called to step into your emperor energy, to align and balance your empress and emperor energy, right? We're being awakened on a global scale right now here, beautiful soul. So if this is resonating with you, you are being guided. Pay attention to the things that are happening. You're being tested because they want to awaken you. You have a bigger purpose. We all have bigger purposes here than the mundane 9-to-5 life. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, it's time to break the chain. It's time to break the chains of this societal living and the way that they've molded us to be like robots in this world. We're not robots. It was funny because I was talking to my parents last night at dinner, and we got on the topic of religion a little bit and stuff like that, but it's like even my parents are like starting to like see through the illusion, because like my dad is like a big politic guy, you know, like he'll just like sit there and like watch politics, you know, especially when like, you know, elections are going on and stuff. All you see is the news on Fox News and shit like that, you know, pardon my language. But he's starting to see, both my parents are starting to see the corruption. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Okay? Because what's happening here now is that people can't just continue living within these frames, you know. And the topic of religion that I was bringing up is that they were talking about how there's some sort of like hidden scriptures that's telling the truth about Yeshua, Jesus, right? And how he had children, and Mary Magdalene, and all this kind of stuff. And I was impressed to know that my parents are thinking outside of the box. Chains are being broken globally. People are being affected. I mean, I highly doubt that my mom and dad are just going to wake up and, like, you know, start cleaning their chakras and stuff like that. Bless their hearts if that happens. I'd love to leave them down that road. But at the same time, they're no longer kind of just like staying in this straight lane. And I've been noticing that about them lately. And I'm actually very, very impressed, because knowing my parents, especially the day and age that they came from, they could tend to be very narrow-minded and closed-minded, right? They're breaking out of the mold. People are breaking chains. People are seeing through the illusions. It's happening. It's real life happening. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You are meant to do that here, okay? Look at inner temple, devotion. This is full circle stuff now, guys, right? And I love when that happens, because that's showing that this story, our little message here, is aligned, okay? You're asked to come home to yourself, this self-love, this stepping into your power, becoming devoted to yourself, because you have a mission in this life that the divine wants you to wake up to, because you need to help birth this new age that we're all stepping into at this time. Tune into the portal of your heart here, beautiful souls. Do not deny or be afraid of mirroring things right now. Look at the inside of everything that's being reflected in your reality. How can you change it? How can you rewrite it? How can you break the chain so you can birth a new age, right? And then here on the bottom of the deck, it says, stop overthinking it. You know, and that's a big thing here too, is that we tend to get in our heads a lot, right? We're rational thinkers, and it's time to tune in to the heart and start trusting what we're receiving, our instincts here, okay? I just recently wrote a new blog, our 4 innate gifts here, okay? Blog is on my website. If you feel so called to look into that blog, we are blessed with 4 gifts when we come into this life. And when we start utilizing those gifts, that is when we, love how this stuff aligns, align your life, okay? So don't fear looking at the things that are coming up, because it's catapulting you into a new way of living and being, and raising your vibration to do 2 on my timestamp. So beautiful message as always. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your presence and your energy exchange. I'm so grateful for all of my followers and everyone who, you know, supports me here on my channels and my platforms. So much love to you guys, and love and light until next time.